You can do anything if you set your goal, acquire the knowledge to achieve it, and without fail, do the work day in and day out. My friends, each and every day, all we ask is 10 to 15 minutes from you to follow these charts. Enjoy it. Practice trade. Follow your favorite ETFs and stocks. Learn by doing. You can do it. Don't worry about how long it takes because, as we always say, once you master the charts, you'll make up for all the time you ever spent. Let's jump into these charts right now. It's 3 minutes until the market closes. We see stocks and bonds and Bitcoin are down. Gold is up. Let's jump first into the S&P 500. We now have a doji for the week. Look at that volume, weak. Look at where we are on the 2-day. This is the Tuesday, Wednesday. Didn't mean to pull that up. Tuesday, Wednesday, we got a doji there below the line. As we see on the weekly, of course, a doji below the line. And we have 2 days, these last 2 green candles. It was up movement yesterday. Today it was pulling back. It's really just flat, 0.02%. Now it's 0.01%. Probably going to finish just flat for the day. But again, where are we? We're just not making it so far. So much going on. I tell you, my friends, the headwinds with the energy and the aftershocks we're going to have in our economies across the world for this, basically taking out of commission 20% of oil. It's going to be a big deal along with all the other stuff. I just think we've got some hard times coming. But again, we have a lot of inflation. Inflation does what? It pumps up real things because you're printing money backed by nothing. And again, so as we look at the inflation and its impact pushing up the market, because again, you got more dollars chasing real things. So that means you got lots in the money supply. Inflation, you're blowing the balloon up. That might cause the stock market to hang out, but the dollars become worth less. And then as we see the potential for the energy shocks, it's going to be a ride. So that's why we need to follow the charts every day to see what is going on. That's where we are on the S&P. Just not taking off. Maybe we'll be moving down by the end of the week. What about the NASDAQ? Down for the day, 0.47%. You can see again, look at the low volume. Look at the low volume on the weekly and the 2-day and the half-day. And as we continue to watch things, we haven't reached the low of last week, but we do have a red down candle. We have 4 red down candles now, as the market topped and has moved over. And again, consistent red candles. Not all the movements have been down. We have not peaked down yet this week and don't have a lot of volume to back it up. But there is an overhang of bearishness. Now, let's move on to where we are with bonds. Bonds have been going down. You know, again, I've been talking about what's the inverse fund for bonds that you can practice trade when bonds do what they've been doing the last 3 weeks. Tango Bravo Foxtrot, TBF. What is TBF? Well, I'll show you. TBF. It is the ProShares 20-year short treasury. And guess what? It's been going up as bonds have been going down. Now, are inverse funds for everybody? No, they're not. The fees are higher. They recalculate on a daily basis. They can magnify your losses. Typically, because of the burn, they're not something you hold long term, but they can be very helpful when a market's crashing. And if you hadn't taken our training, I'll put it at the end of today's video. Inverse funds, how to make money when markets crash. You need to study it. You need to practice trade these things. See if you like them. See if they work for you. If they don't, then don't do them. If they do, do them. You know, it's up to you. Let's jump into gold. Where are we there? Gold, doji for the week. Again, what's happening with gold? It will not penetrate our floor here, will it? This purple line. We see latest 2-day candle moving up. Gold up yesterday, up today, pushing through the weekly trend line. Maybe it's going to get some legs and take off. We got a doji right now on the weekly. Volume, as we look at the 2-day, didn't reach average volume for the latest 2 days. We can see how it looks like in the afternoon the volume's really slacking off. But again, if we can see a green candle starting to grow at the end of the week, might give us some hope. Not yet, up 1.14% for the day. Bitcoin pulling back some today. Had 2 days of movement. It looks like Monday and Tuesday, and then today down 0.82%. But as we zoomed in for you yesterday, it's put in 3 weeks of climbing to higher highs, bigger candles. And this week so far, we don't have a little wick on the bottom. We did in the prior weeks. And again, I warn you, when you're using these dashed lines, don't look at, see, it looks like there's a wick on the bottom of this week. There's not. So always line up and then back off one when you're looking at the week that you're trying to concentrate on, because those dashes can fool you. They make you think the wicks are longer. There's a wick on the bottom when there's not, or on the top. So move to the side. That is it. God bless. All the best from the whole team at Charting Wealth. Patreon members, appreciate all your support. Always underwriting the cost of the channel. If you're interested in being a Patreon supporter, of course, the first thing you get is my new book, 3-Wave Trading Advantage. Plus, you get our 3-part series, Options Made Simple, the Charting Wealth Way. Plus, you get every day, the day before the market opens, the next day's 5-day plus forecast and analysis, along with the trade execution summary grid. Thank you so much, friends. God bless. All the best from Charting Wealth.